Hello, welcome to ALW Collectibles. Today we're going to be taking a jump into the live action Transformers universe from the Michael Bay series with the first installment that he released in 2007. This being Transformers. And from that movie we have a very special figure, which is really cool looking, easily recognizable. This is Transformers Deluxe Class Final Battle Jazz from 2007. And he looks really cool. And there's a reason this is a unique figure and he gets the title of Final Battle. Up front, I'll be honest, I'm actually missing a missile. 18 years I've had this in my collection, and unfortunately, I know I saw it recently. I can't find it for the life of me. When I find it again, I'll update the video and put an amendment to it. But having said that, there he is. He transforms into a Pontiac Solstice, and you can actually see the car in the movie. Really cool looking. He does come with that missile. This is the closest to the cannon that he carries in the movie. This is a Crescent cannon. We'll take a look at that. And he does have a third accessory, his trunk, which becomes a shield. So we'll take a look at all that. Really cool. Let's take a look first at Jazz in car mode. He is a Pontiac Solstice. I'm not sure of the year. I found two different years, so I'm not going to commit and say which one exactly. But really nice. It looks really detailed. Contours together really nice. I love the steel gray. I thought it was a nice choice for Jazz. Clear blue windows. You can see a little bit of a steering wheel in there. And then underneath, rolls very nicely. I mean, the back wheel here is being a pain, but yeah. It's because it sits on these parts here. The issue I've always had. And even if you bring them in, they smack against the wheel a little bit. So, but yeah. Overall, really cool. Like I said, I wish I had the Energy Blast missile. I don't know where it went. I thought it was on the shelf. I went to go get the figure to take a look, and I must have moved it because I thought I put it there a couple weeks ago. But that's on me. Like I said, when I find it, I know I will, I'll do an amendment video. Having said that, let's take a look at this. This is his Crescent Blaster, and it can actually store on his car mode. Right on the back bumper here, you'll see these two spots. It just clips on, just like that. So that's really cool. He can hold his weapon in either mode. Taking it off is fairly easy. It just unclips. No real moving parts in car mode except for the wheels. This does transform, but let's take a look at it in this mode first. Which I thought was really sharp. You got the Crescent shot shield right here. Amazing sculpting on this thing. Of course, there's a spring-loaded missile launcher right there. Looks like a Gatling gun on the front. And the transforming is fairly easy. Flip that up. Bring this piece forward. This whole piece flips out. And it is pegged in here. And this flips back. And that becomes his missile launcher. So we will have this on him in robot mode. He is a heavy, extensive retool of the previous mold. Exact mold, I'm sorry. Jazz. From 2007. We'll do a little comparison. I noticed recently a lot of my videos have been doing some comparisons. Only if the mold's similar. I'm going to keep doing that. I don't want to cross over lines and say, well, this Jazz and this Jazz. If the mold's the same and there's some noticeable differences, I'm going to show them. Quick little bio on this one first. Jazz is the first lieutenant. Is a very happy-go-lucky Autobot. a bit more talkative than most of his fellow Autobots. He is a skilled warrior on the battlefield with many battles behind him, and as a trusted confidant and friend of Optimus Prime. And there he goes, trying to run away from embarrassment. Alright, so transformation for this guy is fairly simple. I'm going to start back here. I'm going to unclip this. You can see it pegs in. And we can actually take the shield completely off. It just pegs. We'll put that aside. Next, we're going to come to these panels here. Bend at this this joint. Separate the leg. Bring it down. Pull it here. Rotate. Flip out his heel spur. Bring out his foot. This piece here we're going to bring down next to his foot like so. Yep. Sorry, that's supposed to be up there like an ankle. So that the bump is facing down. Same thing, I had to look at it to make sure I had it right. Open, turn, flip out the heel spur, bring down the foot, and you'll see that little bump right there. Line that up with that. And those are his legs. You can already see why they call this guy Final Battle. Next, we're going to come to the top. It's going to give me trouble. So the cheap way of doing this is you can flip that up. Just be careful because it's going to push on the hood and bring it out. And then you can just unlock this one and bring it out. And that's going to be a pain, so we'll do the same thing. Bring it up on that hinge and out. Now you're going to assemble these two pieces. Clip them together. Now the hands and arms are funny. So I'm trying to get a good camera shot here so you can see what I'm doing. There we go. First thing we're going to do is this panel here. I'm going to bring it out of the way and around over the tire. And we're going to stretch this panel out forward. There's his hand. Flip his hand out and then flip this over and bring this down. And you got to make sure you line these up. And the way they're supposed to be lined up is like that. Same thing over here. Flip out. Open up. Flip out the hand. And the two joints, the one with the hand on is supposed to stay underneath. And there's that. Next we're going to take the grill, pull that forward, and slide these in. And they'll both move underneath. So that it looks like that. And then this whole plate, you're just going to bring it down, which is going to flip up his head. Like so. And there is Final Battle Jazz in his robot form. And unlike in the movie, his torso does not come apart. So you can put him in two pieces, but good luck with it. But overall, I think that looks really sharp how they did the blue with the black. It made him look really, really beat up. Mostly the head and the legs. They didn't do any alterations to the car mode, which I thought was really sharp. You can see the gold in here. Blue, light blue. Blue, light blue, wow. Light blue, and black, wow. I can't speak. Autobot symbol right there. Gold in here. And I'm going to open the panel up so you can see it. And there's nice detail work, molding inside the hands. Try bringing down our light a little bit more. Let's just try something cheaper. Yeah, let's just see it a little bit better, not the greatest. Yeah. There we go. We tried. But yeah. Molding underneath that looks really nice. You can see there's a 5mm peg right there. And one on this side underneath. As you pretty much guess, that's where the gun is going to clip in. But the way it does, it's kind of funny. Articulation. Actually, let's take a look at this too before I do that. I like the design on the head. This I'm not too thrilled with. The way this angles down, always. There's nothing you can do with that plate unless you put something under there to hold the head up. See, blue. Nice detail working. Articulation. Head goes all the way around. And he does have light piping. Shoulder will go all the way around. Elbow's kind of fickle. That's pretty much it, unless you bend it that way. Nothing at the waist. It's got an incredible big boot. Back boot, not so good, but if you flip this plate up, that's pretty good. No thigh swivel. He does have lower knee bend. And now the knee bend, if you angle this, you can bend the knee. And just the toe goes back and forth. And the heel spur. This can be used for an alternate to help raise it a little bit, but doesn't do much. Final battle, he's coming apart. I think you already saw Megatron. I was ready to go. See, that's the thing I'm not a fan of. Because even if you clip it in, like, this is supposed to push it up. And that's fully clipped in. And you can see it's still angled down heavily. That's my only thing about it. And I think the legs on this figure are a little too long. There we go. We're going to raise the camera up a little bit so you can see a little bit better. And then, of course, he comes with the shield. And even the shield's got some amazing molding in there. And this piece here can move. And this can be plugged in via this peg on either one of the wheel wells on the shoulders, like such. I'm not a biggest fan of that look. I always have issues doing it anyway. Of course, I got it and then it just popped out. There we go. I'm not a personal fan of that, but that's how they show it. And this gun, we're going to use this clip, or peg, and we're going to put it in here. To do that, you got to straighten his arm out fully, open his arm, and you got to bring this peg underneath here. Plug it in, and close his hand back up. And that's Jazz, fully armored up. Now the gun I don't mind, but the shield I'm not a fan of that look. So I usually store mine on the back, which I'm going to do. So this just clips in like so. And then I just fold it up on his back, like so. Bring that up. And I just fold it up like that. So that's what I do with mine. And for a quick comparison to end the video, that's Final Battle Jazz. That's the original Jazz. And it's just minor paint jobs and cosmetic appearances and design. Other than that, the toys are pretty much identical. Like I said, you can see where they changed a few things on it. I don't know why these fenders in the back that's bothering me. There we go. Sorry. Sorry, that was bothering me. Different weapons, but other than that, really look cool. So this has been Transformers Live Action Deluxe Class Final Battle Jazz from 2007. Overall, I give this one a solid 8. 8 out of 10 because I like the look. It's a nice addition to the collection. It's very rare you see ones in the final stages of a movie where they're all beat up. So it was really cool to find this one and get this one into my set. I got it when it first came out. Let me know in the comments below what you think about it. This has been ALW Collectibles. If you like what you see, hit the like button. Subscribe if you wish. Comments are always welcome. I want to say thank you to all my channel members and subscribers. I appreciate it very much. I got more videos heading this way, including a brand new belt review. I'm trying something new to see how it works. Let me know in the comments when the video posts what you think. Have a good day.